What's going on, guys? Welcome or welcome back to Dan Reacts. I'm Dan. This is my reaction channel. I am joined with the one and only Addie. How's it going?
It's good. How are you?
I'm good.
That's good.
If you follow our journey, you know we haven't moved. This is our final episode of the night. We're watching Game of Thrones Season 5, Episode 3. So far, this season's really kind of been eventful.
It's captivating.
And a lot of our characters we've only seen like once, and it was still like so much has happened.
Yeah.
What are you feeling right now? How are you feeling coming out that last one? It was again ended with the death.
Roller coaster.
Poor man was executed for, and I hate when he says like, "Misa, please." It's
yes, I hated that. I hated it so much. I don't think she made the right decision. I'm upset that she did that. I just think that was like a mistake. And everybody makes mistakes. I'm also worried though that because her dragon came back, that she's gonna interpret that as like a good omen, like I made the right decision, like something good happened right afterwards.
Interesting.
Type of thing. That's just when I was watching it, my thought was like she's gonna interpret this as like, okay, I'm on the right path.
Interesting. That was a really cool scene to see because it's gotten so big. Yeah. It's gotten ginormous. Yeah, because the last time we saw it, it was big, but it's like
he's huge now.
It's a daddy now. It's a big, it's a dragon.
Dragon daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's huge. And then he just flew right off.
Flew away, and I feel so bad for her because she couldn't even touch him. Yeah. She was trying so hard.
He like almost let her, and then smelled her hand and was like, bye.
He was like, you just wiped your ass. Flew away.
Stinky. Yeah, poor Danny. But also not poor Danny because I'm kind of mad at her for doing that.
Yeah. We haven't seen Bran.
Nope.
No
They're
Bran.
holding out on us.
They're holding out on Bran. Bran, blink twice if you need help.
Bran, you good? Send a smoke signal.
Please.
SOS. Do you know Morse code?
Yeah. I'm really excited to go into this one, so let's not waste any more time. Game of Thrones, Season 5, Episode 3.
Off we go.
Off we go.
Into the third of it. Into the third of it. Oh boy. Oh boy. Is this where Arya is?
My lord, you won't go with us. Well, do I.
I've been sweeping this floor for days.
Good.
I didn't come here to sweep floors.
Why come then?
You said I could be your apprentice.
A girl wants to serve herself.
Where are they taking him?
Queen Margaery!
They're calling her queen. I don't even fucking care about Cersei. Oh my god, that's gonna bother her so bad. Damn, look at that dress.
This is the third wedding we've seen happen in this building.
That kiss looked nice though. It looked more genuine. Oh my god.
This is what I want to do. All day, every day, for the rest of my life.
Wouldn't that be glorious? I want to know everything there is to know about King Tommen, first of his name.
This Queen Margaery sounds strange to you.
She's like, nope, I've heard it 3 times.
So strange.
So strange.
So weird, yeah. I've thought about it every day since I was born, but yeah, so strange.
Sometimes you feel...
I think we're going to be very happy, you and I. Does your mother like it here? A lioness guarding her cub, losing her husband, her eldest child, and her father. It's no wonder she's so protective of you. She'll never let you out of her sight.
She's planting those seeds. Oh!
It's so smart to like indirectly tell someone to
be
do
like,
something.
I love her. She's so obsessed with you. She'll never let you go. He's gonna be like, no, I need to be a man. She needs to go.
Do you ever miss Castle Rock?
There's nothing for me in Castle Rock.
But that's where you grew up. I want you to be happy, Mother.
I know that.
But wouldn't you be happier in Castle Rock?
the...
I just wanted to let you know if there's ever anything I can do for you. You were very sweet. I'm glad to hear you're happy. Ecstatic. I really am. Exhausted, to be honest. What's the proper way to address you now? Queen Mother or Dowager Queen?
Why would you say that?
Remember, anything you need.
A threat.
Margaery!
She's taking it a little too far. Woo!
Margaery.
Hello there. Oh, poor thing. Jesus Christ. That's graphic. Oh, that's graphic.
I have something important to tell you. Stop eating and listen. We don't have enough men to hold the North if the other houses rise up against us. Do you understand that? The best way to forge a lasting alliance isn't by peeling a man's skin off. The best way is marriage. And as it happens, I found the perfect girl to solidify our hold on the North.
Don't. I swear to God. Can she just catch a fucking break?
My heart is beating right now from this information.
Like, can she just have a moment? Jesus Christ. Like, is there a worse place she could possibly fucking go?
Where are you taking me?
Home.
The Boltons have Winterfell.
He serves the Lannisters.
For now.
I won't go. I will starve myself. I will die before I have to go there.
I won't force you to do anything. You've been running all your life. Stop being a bystander. Do you hear me? Stop running. You loved your family. Avenge them.
Baelish is so toxic. I love him. I can't help it.
I mean, how do you feel about this? Do you think this is a good thing or a bad thing?
No, I think it's a bad thing. But, I don't know, like, what else is she gonna do?
How do we get through that?
I guess there's a lot of options. She could have done anything else. I don't like it. I don't like
Yeah,
it.
it's not good.
I don't like it. I just... Baelish makes such good little arguments when he does.
Yeah, I
You know?
mean, yeah.
Like, if I were her, I would be like, you're right. Even though it's not.
How did you end up squiring for the imp?
Lord Tyrion was always very good to me.
Yes, all your lords have been very kind to you. All except me.
I'm not sorry. You're the best fighter I've ever seen. I'm proud to be your squire.
That's nice.
Starting tomorrow, we'll train with the sword twice a day. Before we ride in the morning and after we make camp in the evening.
You were King's Guard to Renly Baratheon, weren't you?
I was.
How did you end up serving Renly?
There's a story we don't know.
When I was a girl, my father held a ball, and it was wonderful. None of the boys noticed how mulish and tall I was. I'd never been so happy. Till I saw a few of the boys sniggering. They were toying with me. Brienne the Beauty, they called me. I tried to run away, but Renly Baratheon took me in his arms.
But wasn't he...
Yes, Pod, he liked men. I'm not an idiot. He saved me from being a joke. From that day until his last day. One day I will avenge King Renly.
How do you fight a shadow?
A shadow with the face of Stannis Baratheon.
My heart.
What a sad but also sweet story.
I have to refuse you. I'm Lord Commander of the Night's Watch. I wish I could fight beside you. Believe me, I do.
We march on Winterfell within the fortnight, before the snows trap us here.
You have many enemies in Castle Black. Have you considered sending Alistair Thorne elsewhere? I heard it was best to keep your enemies close.
Whoever said that didn't have many enemies.
I like seeing him having these conversations as an equal. Or With more respect.
You have blood right to that throne.
I've sworn to stay clear of the politics of the Seven Kingdoms.
No, you know. The shield that guards the realms of men. That's what you swore to be.
And what needs to be done?
As long as the Boltons rule the North will suffer.
He always makes a good argument.
Everyone in the last room makes a good argument.
It's always the last one you talk to.
Part of me wants him to go with them, and then part of me is like, but
the Night's Watch is like what has made you, and you have like grown with it, and so... And how are the men supposed to stay inspired if their leader leaves them?
Yeah.
That they've elected. It's one of the only... I think the only place that elects a leader.
Who are you?
No one. Ow! Cunt!
A lie. A sad little lie. Who are you?
You're about to find out.
What are you doing? The girl is not ready.
Clearly not.
I am ready.
Whose sword is that? It belongs to Arya Stark. How is it that no one came to be surrounded by Arya Stark's things?
She's gonna get rid of her sword.
She has to get rid of everything.
Needle. Damn.
She's been in that outfit for like 4 seasons.
But I mean, if she ever wants it, she knows where to find it, I guess. That is major. Just throwing away your money. Giving up truly everything. She's like becoming a nun. This is like the last thing of her life before all of this. She kept it. She couldn't get rid of it.
No, she couldn't.
I don't blame her. I feel like they know she did that though. Oh boy.
She's like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know we were doing anything with this body.
Help?
Sorry, I didn't realize that this body was supposed to be touched immediately.
Exposing people.
What do we do with them after we wash them?
Sis, I think watch and learn might be the motto here.
Yeah, like, there's no questions.
But also, like, same, like, if I was in this position, I'd be like, what am I doing?
No, yeah, what am I doing? You have to ask questions.
It's like a dead body. Like, what are we doing with this thing?
Yeah.
Am I involved in something I don't want to be involved in? It's too late. You're there. Commit. Oh, she's gonna see Theon.
Lady Sansa, welcome.
Lord Bolton.
May I introduce my son, Ramsay Bolton?
Damn, she's pissed.
The North remembers.
Oh, I'd love to hear that.
That would be super comforting to hear.
I'd be like, fucking thank God. Like,
yeah.
No, yeah, if I were her, I'd be like, thank God.
Yeah.
Like, you come home to ruins, and somebody's like, don't worry.
Hey, like, I know you, yeah.
Still.
As you all know too well, it's long past time to dig a new latrine pit.
Look at him.
As someone that's like been in a fraternity, like these scenes feel such like fraternities.
Are they hitting
because
for
it's
you?
like our meetings are very like, all right, first order of business, we have to do this.
Like,
this,
we have
this.
to change the toilet paper.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay. It's weird that Sir Alistair is like below him now.
Yeah.
Sir Alistair, you have more experience than any other ranger at Castle Black. I name you first ranger. Lord Janice, I'm giving you Commander Greyguard. Greyguard is a ruin. Yes.
You're a pussy.
That was a command, not an offer. Give it to one of the fools who cast a stone for you. I will not have it. Did you hear me, boy? I will not have it.
You didn't even fight.
You can stick your order up your bastard ass.
You can say goodbye to your fucking head, dude.
Take Lord Janice outside.
Bitch. That's what you get. That's what you get. It's what you deserve.
Sir Alistair's like, no, I'm not helping you.
He's like, are you kidding me?
He
This
just
is
made
my
me,
whole life.
He just made me first ranger.
And after all the shit I gave him, he gave me first ranger, so you can fuck off.
Disgrace! I have friends. Important friends in the capital.
You're about to have no friends because you're about to be fucking dead. Do it, John. Get in there, buddy. Swing that shit.
Look at this man, this
Swing
commander.
that shit. Oh, I love it.
I was wrong. You're the Lord Command. We all serve you. I'm sorry, not only for this, for all I've done and said.
Too late.
I'll go, I will. Please. I'm afraid.
Those are some last words.
That was a clean...
I'm afraid. I've always been afraid. Those are your last fucking words. As they should be.
Stannis is like, damn, the Night's Watch is a dramatic group. You guys got a lot of shit going on.
I mean, he's a dramatic group, too.
Yeah.
They'd be burning people.
Melisandre was like, oh, no one's being burned? I don't want to watch.
Next.
This establishment belongs to Lord Peter Baelish. You could...
Oh, I am the High Septon of the...
You are a sinner, and you shall be punished.
Oh boy. Oh boy. That's very public.
Sinner.
They're whapping him in the dick. Ouch.
An assault on my person is an assault on our very religion. I heard this assault began in Littlefinger's brothel. A man's private affairs ought to stay private.
Oh, you're just saying that because you also hire them.
And where do I find this man? This High Sparrow.
She's like, this is disgusting. Yeah, these are your people, sis.
The young man said I'd find the High Sparrow back University.
High Sparrow. We're often stuck with the names our enemies give to us. The notion that we're all equal in the eyes of the Seven. I had assumed you'd only come here to arrest me for that incident with the High Septon.
The High Septon's behavior was corrosive, as was his attitude. So now he resides in the Red Keep dungeons instead. The faith and the crown are the two pillars that hold up this world. One collapses, so does the other.
Okay, Cersei.
She's getting a little religious.
Making moves. I do not like this guy. He creeps me out. He gives me very much Dr. Frankenstein. If that thing twitches. I fucking knew it.
Easy, friend.
That is the mountain, and he is Frankenstein. I do not appreciate that. I do not appreciate that from the writers.
She suffered enough. I'll never hurt her.
Liar.
My word.
Allow me a moment, Lord Baelish.
Yes, Father. And thank you, Lord Baelish.
A message for you from Cersei Lannister.
I'd like to borrow one of your birds. Cersei will expect a reply.
I'd like to read the reply.
I almost feel like it's a bad idea to tell the person you want to read the reply, because then it's just going to make them not write it how they would.
Yeah. got a lot of complaints for someone who's, like, being saved.
I know, right?
I can't remember the last face I saw that wasn't yours. It's a perfectly good face.
He's like,
That's so something I would say. Like, you don't like being with me?
What, you don't like my face now? You think I'm ugly?
What am I? One more drunk dwarf.
It's a bad idea. All around. This looks like a shit town.
Slaves. Yes. The volunteer masters are very organized. The only red priest we had in King's Landing was Thoros of Myr. This one's much better looking. We're going to meet the Savior. You should have told me.
She can hear you.
Come on. Let's find a brothel.
Can you imagine, like, everyone turning and looking at you? I'd be like...
Like, as you're trying to be hiding, let's find a brothel. I'm gonna go find someone else to be in love with.
It's even better luck to suck a dwarf's cock.
It's like, I will kick you in the face.
Thank you.
Varys is like, I don't even know what I'm doing here. Like, I have no interest.
The mother of dragons.
It appears you're not the only Margaery support.
They have a prostitute that looks like her. Oh, it's fucked. Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
You got no drink?
You've got no money.
Do I look like a man without money? I always pay my debts. I'm well known for it. If I could pick any girl here, I would pick you.
All right then. I'm warning you. We're gonna have to wash you first. Come on.
I'm sorry, I can't.
Have another drink.
Gladly, but this I can't do. Believe me, no one is more shocked than I am.
Oh, wow. That's new. Tyrion, someone could just push you off that ledge.
No need to worry. It's just... Oh. I'll use someone else. Made some kind of mistake. Why don't you tell me what you think you're doing? Is that... Taking you to the Queen.
Oh my god, I thought he was gonna kill him right there. That's where he was headed.
Yeah, that's exactly where he's going. So,
Perfect.
joke's on you, Jorah.
Oh my god, he sees that as his way back in, though.
Jorah's trying to just do something.
He's like, look, I'm sorry.
That was interesting to see that, like, Tyrion's really, like, jaded. Not even jaded.
I think he's heartbroken, and he's not...
He could never do that again.
Like, it's the thing where it's like, when you're so heartbroken that it's like someone else's attention doesn't help.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're so deep in the, like, despair that, like, hooking up with someone else, like, isn't even appealing.
Specifically a whore, you know, a prostitute. It's, like, too close.
And one that probably reminds him a little bit of Shay because of her attitude and stuff. Like, Tyrion, he's really going through it.
Yeah.
I really thought, and I, like, that would have been such a shit way to do it, but, like, I thought Jorah was gonna, like, wrap the noose around his neck, kill him right there. Like, because he was standing on the ledge, so, and he had a noose. It looked like a noose. So I thought he was just gonna, like, boop, and then push him. I was like, if this is, like, how Tyrion goes, I'm so unprepared for it.
Yeah.
Like, there deserves to be a better build-up. So, woo.
Not that. Not
quite.
That was another very, very intense episode. Yeah. We got a lot of deaths. Janos Flint was killed, thank God. He's been a problem ever since the beginning.
Problem child, do nothing, bitch. Like, he just absolutely has contributed zero to the cause. And he still has this, like, big ego for no reason. Like, you should have been thankful that he gave you any assignment at all, and that he didn't just, like, kill you for being a traitor and abandoning your post or whatever. Like, you should have been like, thank you, sounds good, I'm off. Like, you have the balls after abandoning everybody during that battle where there were, like, 50 people, you know what I mean, total, fighting this fight, and you hid in a closet, and you didn't die. Like, that's enough. You don't need to still have an ego.
Well, and it's one thing to make that decision and, like, stand true to it, like, for example, Mance, but it's another to make that decision, puff out your chest, and then at the very last minute,
like I'm afraid, I'm sorry, you're right, blah, blah, blah. Like, no, it's too late.
Like, you puffed out your chest.
It's too late. He gave you a chance. He gave you one chance, and then he gave you a second chance, and you denied them both, and when he asked for your last words, you basically said, I'm a little girl, and then you died, and that's exactly how he deserved to die.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
TTYL. I liked that episode.
Good episode.
Do people like season 5? Because I'm enjoying it so far.
Yeah, people love Game of Thrones, like, period.
I know, but I'm like, people's comments are always like, it gets, like, trash towards whatever season, and I'm like, but I'm liking this. So.
I think you should let go of those because you liked The Hobbit. I have a feeling that you may even like the final season. Like,
we'll see. As long as there's thought going into it.
People don't dislike the show because they feel like it lost, like, excitement. They just don't like the outcome of things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's always how it is.
It doesn't have to do with it getting boring or, like, anything
every
like that.
show, it's so rare for people to like any finale season of any show. People are always disappointed.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get into that.
We'll get there.
Yeah, that's a different conversation.
So anyways, rewinding. Things I liked. Margaery planting the seeds. Work. She's so...
But she's maybe, like, walking a little too hard on that glass.
Things I like, Margaery planting seeds. Things I don't like, immediately, Margaery pushing Cersei too far.
Yeah.
Like, do your thing with subtlety.
Yeah.
Cersei is not to be fucked with. Like, she's on the down and outs right now, but, like...
When she comes back...
There's a reason everybody's afraid of her all the time. Like, you probably don't want to do that. Like, just pretend you like her. Like, who's that hurting? To just get what you want and not have Cersei, like, foaming at the mouth to kill you.
Well, in that entire conversation, she was pushing her from talking about having sex to her son to what do I call you?
Yeah,
to,
I'm
like,
exhausted, to be honest. Like, don't do that.
Yeah, it's bad.
And literally, Cersei, even just, like, her leaning in and being like, whatever you need. She didn't even say it in a menacing way. She didn't even adjust her tone, but you know, like, she was not happy.
She was threatening. And when she walked away, angry.
Yeah. Yeah, not good. Brienne and Pod. She's going to train him in sword fighting.
Yeah.
Brienne is such a good, like, duo partner. Like, once she becomes acclimated to someone and decides, like, okay, I'm stuck with you. Like, so good.
This is her second duo.
Yeah. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Jon Snow is a fucking man. Like, doing that execution.
Yeah.
Giving the order, and then just being, like, slamming his beer and being like, let's fucking go. Like,
And I know we've, like, forgiven him and gotten over it, but it's just a fun juxtaposition to see, like, how perfectly Jon executed the man, and then you think back to someone like Theon
hacking away at the neck. It's this representation that they, like, use at these really good moments of somebody that is doing something that they believe in with their whole heart, and they don't have trouble with it. Ned, no trouble with it. Jon, no trouble with it. Theon was doing it because he just thought he had to, and he wanted power, and he didn't want to look weak, but he didn't believe in what he was doing, so he had a hard time doing it. So it's like this reassurance that, like, no, that was the right thing to do. He had no trouble with it at all, and he did it with his own hands, which is always something I can respect.
And even Stannis Baratheon was like you could, like, they exchanged, like, a look of, like, that was honorable.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
You know, you made the decision and you did it, and it was the right decision. We all agree with you. I also liked the High Septon being walked through and punished, because I just...
You liked that?
I did, yeah.
Poor man.
No, like, if you're gonna be a religious leader, like, walk the walk. You know what I mean? If you don't walk the walk,
you deserve to be whipped in the streets.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
don't be a priest then.
Yeah.
I thought that was funny.
I agree.
I enjoyed it. Brienne's story, I really, like, felt for her when she was talking about being made fun of at the dance and stuff. I just feel like, as, like, a little girl, like, there's just no worse feeling than, like, feeling confident and then finding out people were laughing at you the whole time.
It was a joke. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, Tyrion kind of shared a similar story of, like,
Yeah.
feeling like he was on top and then finding out that it was just a joke amongst people.
It's one thing to be, like, bullied. At least you know where people stand. But then to find out that, like, the best night of your life has actually just been everybody making fun of you is, like, humiliating. It's just awful.
And it's also cool to know that, like, her loyalty for Renly,
that's where it came from.
but also it wasn't necessarily about love. It
was
more
just
came
about,
about like the
it was
respect.
love, but it was, like, not romantic love. It was like, he gave me love, like, truly, like, not romantic love, just, like, love when I needed it. And so I'm gonna do the same for him. And it really gives, like, more meaning to her when she said, like, to the day he died, like, he did the same thing. He gave her a place in the Kingsguard.
Right, and when you go back and watch that scene, knowing her story now, you watch him and you're like, dang, he's always done this for her.
Yeah,
this isn't like him being
this,
like
soft spot, and he's, like, gonna protect her. So, and the mountain twitching in the fucking lab, I did not like.
Frankenstein mountain.
That shit was gonna happen because the camera was focusing too much on that body, and I was like,
when it just was on him
that
too
thing's
long.
gonna move. Like, there's no way. But it still scared me. I, like, jumped.
You did, which I'm like, okay, come on. We saw 2 Conjurings.
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm not desensitized. Like, I'll still jump. And then things that I wrote 2 things under, like, I didn't know if I liked them or didn't like them. I just wrote Baelish is so good. Like, not good in, like, he's a good man, but just good at convincing people. Like, the fact that
Sansa thing?
Sansa was like, I will kill myself before I'll do that. And then he had a 30-second conversation with her, and suddenly she's like, we're gonna do this.
Well, and he kind of was indirectly saying to her, like, go kill them.
Yeah.
You know, like,
this is your chance. Like, if you don't do anything, you're being weak. Like, it's time to stand up for yourself. Get in there. Do this thing.
Play the Game of Thrones.
It serves him more than it serves her, but he's convinced her that, like, this is good for her.
Yeah. It's just, it makes me question if she's ready yet to deal with somebody like Ramsay.
But are you ever ready to deal with someone like Ramsay? I think you just gotta jump in.
I wonder what someone like Margaery would do with someone like Ramsay. I wonder how that type of situation would play out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because she had Joffrey and had him wrapped around her fingers.
But I also think that Ramsay is not influenced by, like, beautiful women. I don't think that's, like,
he's just
something
evil.
Like, Joffrey, yes, was motivated by, like, the same evil. Like, he liked to do evil things and do, like, really fucked up things. So, yes, to a point. But Ramsay has already had beautiful women around him that have not affected anything that he's done. So I'm kind of like, I think he's going to be a more difficult one.
And Theon, I mean, 2 times we've seen him be like, fuck that Sansa Stark. Like,
and didn't want to see her. But I mean, he's probably like, first of all, I'm scared, wrapped into, like, this humiliation of, like, I turned my back on you and your family. I absolutely, like, made every wrong decision possible, and now I'm like a dog to this person. So it's not even like he's ashamed of those things he did. It's like he's ashamed of those things he did and the fact that it got him nowhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if she did decide to have some mercy on him, he doesn't want it. Like, he's too broken down to, like, accept that.
Yeah.
So eventually they're gonna see each other, but oof.
I don't know.
And then I also just wrote that Arya is, like, so confused right now.
Yeah, her scenes are, like, really,
I don't know where they're going yet.
What's going on with that shit, dude? Like, we're washing bodies now.
Like, are these the people that we take their faces? Like, what is this? Like,
what is this?
What is
and that girl was very aggressive with her.
She's abrasive, yeah.
She's abrasive, and she kept the sword.
She did keep this. She hid the sword, which I still feel like someone saw her do that because...
They're always watching.
I mean, these are some pretty stealthy
faceless
people.
Men, yeah.
Like, I don't know. And she's, like, right in front of the big tower. And she's like, let me just... Like,
At the dock.
I just feel like someone saw that.
Yeah. Oh, man. And no Bran.
Still no Bran. No idea.
We have to take a big swig when we see Bran.
Yeah.
Like,
finish your drink when you see Bran.
Finish your drink when you see Bran. Okay. Well.
I just winked. I don't even know what you winked about. He, like, knows something, and I just wanted to play along.
Yeah. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed her reaction to episode 3. I enjoyed watching it with you.
Thanks.
That is going to conclude our binge for tonight, and then we're going to finish tomorrow. Very exciting stuff. If you liked this episode, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button so you can stay up to date on her journey through season 5. Do you have any final thoughts before we end the night?
No, cheers. I'm loving season 5. I'm ready to, like, get into it.
Perfect.
I just want to be... I don't want to be done with Thrones, but I just want to know what happens.
Yeah, right. You want to, like, see the end. You're getting to the point now where it's, like, almost the end of the show.
It's like, I don't want to be done, but I want to know what happens.
Yeah. Getting to the end.
And it sucks because, like, the show is over. It's not even like, oh, I'm caught up and, like, maybe they'll make another season. Like, it's over.
But you do have House of the Dragon, which is coming out
That's
2022.
True. So true. Yeah.
2022.
And hopefully I'll understand more about that once I'm done with all the seasons.
Honestly, probably not, just because it takes place in a different 300 years prior to this.
When we posted the video watching the trailer, some people were like, there were spoilers in this. And I'm like, there weren't, though. Like, I have no idea.
I don't think you understood anything that could have possibly
That's
been.
what I'm saying. Like, I appreciate the, like, there were spoilers, but, like, I'm telling you, as, like, the person that watched it, like, I didn't get... There probably were spoilers, but, like, I didn't get any of them. And by the time I reach whatever spoiler that is, I'm guarantee you I'm not even going to remember it.
That you even, yeah.
So I'm excited. It'll be, like, a new thing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, that being said, that's going to conclude this video. We hope you guys have a great rest of your day. We'll see you in the next video.
Bye.
We didn't even actually...
I drank. You didn't.
Oh.
Bye.
Bye-bye.